So here's my question. Kerry's not like in an official cabinet position because he never went through, that we're aware of, secret or public, any kind of confirmation process from the Senate. So he's, as Kane said, that's the beauty of the czar position. But he didn't. So what is he resigning from? I don't even think is he getting paid? I couldn't find it. I don't even think he's getting paid. Maybe he is. He probably is. He's getting paid some way. So people are saying you need to resign, John Kerry, from your made-up position. You need to resign from it. And the administration would not answer any questions about this yesterday. Now, if you missed this is the craziest story. So what happened is John Kerry is Mr. Loose Lips, right? John Kerry is like that one friend. Well, let's pretend he is. He's like that one friend that you don't even ever tell anything to, for the love. You do not tell that man anything because he will gossip about it. And that's exactly what he did in the situation between Israel and Iran. So there was a leaked phone call. And we talked a little bit about this with Stephen Yates yesterday. The story's been developing and tumbling through all yesterday, late afternoon and evening and this morning. And so it had to do with Iran's foreign minister, Mohammad Zarif. And John Kerry was telling them everything that Israel's doing. Oh, he was telling him that Israel was attacking your interests in Syria at least 200 times. And that Mr. Zarif was all astonishment. And this is all from the New York Times. They apparently listened to the audio tape. It was leaked. Zarif also said that the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps runs the country and that the former President Trump's strike on do you remember this? The Soleimani strike was a bigger blow to Iran than if an entire city had been wiped out, which is such a startling, really challenge to the media narrative on Soleimani. Remember? Because that was the way that they treated that. Oh my. They acted like it was like a silly, flippant thing. And we can have discussions about, acts of war. It wasn't technically because he was in Syria. He wasn't in Iran. So I do understand that nuance. There's some nuance there. However, the way that the media portrayed it is that it was entirely just, it didn't do a single thing. It was just they said it was reckless. That was what Washington Monthly said. It was reckless. Associated Press had endangering, like they always put it, like we're endangering soldiers' lives because of this. Because Soleimani wasn't doing that with his IEDs and everything else that blew up my friends. He wasn't doing that. I mean, it literally blew the legs off a friend of mine, but whatever. We're going to have a discussion about whose lives are being targeted and who's actually, the skin in the game there. So just very interesting that was just entirely wholly, this just challenged that narrative, and the media hasn't really said a lot about it. I just think that if this was in any other reality and there was a member of the administration that was ratting out one of our allies, our only ally in that area, to Iran that hates us and calls us the devil, I just think that would be a bigger story, don't you think? Because John Kerry's going over there telling their foreign minister all of these things and really jeopardizing. When you look at the Abraham Accords, I kind of wonder if that wasn't the intent. That's something that Yates brought up yesterday. Whether or not that was, this looks like they're trying to hit at least the confidence of those countries that are participating in the Abraham Accords.